Can I show you something really cool right quick? Yes, I'll show you how to remove this from the car, but I really wanted to show you something really cool. So this is your check valve actuator. I removed it from the car and I opened it up because I was just so curious. So when I removed it from the car, I also removed these two screws and look at the inside. How cool. You don't have to open yours up all the way like I did, but I just wanted to see what it looked like inside. So inside of this check valve actuator, there's actually an orange flap inside. The rubber hose that connects to this pushes air inside of the actuator. Then the air pushes the flaps open, and that air is delivered into the intake manifold. Sometimes these flaps get carbon buildup and sometimes they'll stay shut. So if you get a P0410 code on your check engine light, this can be one of the problems. I think my flaps were sealed shut because of the carbon buildup. I had carbon buildup on the flaps and carbon buildup in the metal tube that leads to the intake manifold. Watch this. When I spray up here, it's going to come out from the bottom. See? It's coming out.
Wow!
And then, if I spray it from the bottom, it's gonna come out through the flaps.
Wow!
See? It's coming out.
Yeah!
So today, I'm going to teach you how to remove the gunk and carbon buildup that's blocking the air from your air pump that goes into your actuator. That also goes into your intake manifold. Your actuators are located in front of your intake manifold. Before we get to your check valve actuators, it's easier if you remove your air pump. If you don't know how to remove your air pump, watch the video before this one. I already taught you guys how to remove your air pump. Before we get started, don't confuse your check valve actuators with your check valve or your blue check valve. This is your vacuum solenoid that can also be blocked. And this is your map sensor. I won't be talking about these today, just showing you guys what's related. Remember, check valve actuators, check valve actuators, check valve. Okay, I'm gonna remove my air pump right quick. If you need specific directions, don't forget to watch the video before this. Now I'm going to remove the baby hose. And then I'm going to remove the fat hose. Now you're going to need an E14 star socket. So the one on the right is a regular socket and the one on the left is a star socket that you need for this project. So now I'm going to attach my baby star socket and then my ratchet with my extension and go to town. Time to remove. See, it's a long bolt. You can kind of tell I destroyed it. Before I had the right socket, I was using a 10mm regular socket and it destroyed the top. But it's okay, I have the right socket now. Okay, so now I'm gonna wiggle it off, but I have to be careful because there's a gasket. The gasket's between the intake manifold and the actuator. Go ahead and pull off your gasket because you're gonna clean your gasket too. You guys can't see through the camera all the carbon buildup, but I can with my own eyeballs. There's so much carbon buildup, I really think my flaps are stuck to one side. And I truly think this is what's causing my P0410 code. My air pump works perfectly, my map sensor's brand new, my vacuum solenoid's new, and my blue check valve is new. Okay, so when I start cleaning the stuff out, watch how much carbon comes out of my actuator. to remove the other check valve actuator from the car and do the same thing. You can sit there and watch if you want to, but you can also fast forward if you want to too. Now that both valves are clean and there's no more carbon buildup inside of them, you can go ahead and put them back onto the car. Alright, I'll show you guys what I used. I used this 5-piece 3/8-inch drive internal star socket set. It was about $12 and some change at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Don't get them confused with the two bottom sockets. Those two sockets are the wrong ones. I also used this ratchet and this extension. So if you go to the store and they ask you if you need the female or male star sockets, make sure you say the female. The bottom ones are the male sockets. I also use all of these cleaning products. All you need is brake parts cleaner, really, but almost all of my cans are empty, so I had to switch back and forth until they were all empty. So they all work, but you don't need all of these. So just pick whichever one you think will work the best. Brake parts cleaner is my ultimate favorite.